Hey guys, this is Cyber0 back for an actual Million Live deck profile. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. I've been playing around with the deck for the series with a lot of builds. I probably got through everything except for Kriski or Kriskai, Mia's Union clone. I kind of don't like it, but that's another story. This is my most straightforward build. This is Melty Fantasia and Burning Girls, or whatever that's unit is called with Kotoha, Umi, and Megumi. But yeah, we'll just get started. I play 4 of the clean cut Mirais. This is probably the most used card in basic builds, unless they get really cheeky and play larger level 0 builds or setup. But this is probably the most seen card if they're playing red and all that, if anything. So there's a lot of cards you can abuse with this, short sighted, and you kind of welcome you welcome your opponent playing runners. So you want to try field as much as you can and just get pulses off of them. So we have 3 Ana. What she does is, on reverse, you can reveal up to 3 from the top of your deck. If you reveal 1 or more, you must discard 1. You add 1 music character and send the rest to the reading room. So pretty self-explanatory, but also very important in this deck, where you want to have selection of whatever, because we don't actually have a Reiki, we kind of have pseudo Reikis. I kind of don't like the Kanoshita Hinata because it's not that great in this deck, but you'll probably see it in another build in that particular, so I'm still rambling. 3 Mizuki Search Brainstorms, because she's for one reason, I'm also running the meme Julia in this. So that's another option that you can go into, but yeah. But honestly, this is probably like the second best brainstorm. It could be a toss-up. This or Umi. So, I mean, I really like her a little bit more because you get to go through your deck to see a lot of information when you hit, and yeah. So we have Rio. I built this deck to be kind of coin flippy, so this is kind of a good option. There's obviously more things that you can do. If you want like more defense, you can play cards that give like the Roko or stuff that you can try to take advantage of your opponent's weak cards. But I'm playing Rio because she's more versatile, and you kind of you have some back row that you can field out, but you just want to mill a little bit. So yeah, this is why I'm playing. Or what she does is, on reverse, or when she gets reversed, you can mill 2. If any of them are level 2 or higher, she gets in the stock. And then on attack, you mill 1. If it's all 0, you put it in the back row. That doesn't really happen too much here, but we just play it for the reversibility. And you can spam it. You can spam some uses with the Mirai. 1 Megumi. This deck pretty much doesn't really revolve around Kotoha is a finisher, but you don't need to pick her out off of the bond. Is just here just in case. So yeah, the Aqua effect, where this is on death. You clock yourself 1 from the hand to search for anything music. It's kind of like one-off thing that you can do. So I said I was running Melty Fantasia, and this Minako is very solid with it, with the Sumugi to be exact. What she does is, if you have a level 3 in your experience, You can tap, give something 1k until the end of your opponent's turn, and then she gets front 500 assist. That's pretty simple and pretty good. So we have just a plain ditch search Hibiki here, just in case you need something. It's another copy of something, so yeah. And you're not too hampered with stock problems, hopefully. I'm playing 4 Tsumugi reversers. This is kind of like, you have a lot of level 1 options. You have Maguro, you have Zettai Break, you have Hibiki, and Miya. You like have a lot of options you can do. So I chose this one because it has kind of has a good purpose to where you can generate some defense on it, and it can't be bombed if you used an act. So you can freely hit Suiciders without if they come up. So yeah, I'm playing 3 Rio because I want to abuse the stock charge, and you kind of don't care what you blind stock because you're going to end up paying it with your stuff that you use anyway. So most definitely when you are in a situation where you know you're out a lot, and because since you're like milling a little bit, you kind of know where your deck state is, and you can just stock charge if you can. So yeah, this turns on when you use a backup, be in mind, so it's really good. Only play 2 Emily's. You can run at most 3 in any deck. You run with a combination of these 2, so really solid. For level 2s, I'm playing 3 Mizuki 2-1s. What she does is she gains 500 for every other music when you use an act ability, and then you with the Melty Fantasia climax combo, when you reverse a level 2 or higher, you can top stock 1, and then you mill the top 2. If you reveal the top 2, whatever. If any of them are level 1 or higher, you add them to hand. So regardless if they're events or just characters. So it's a good, if you're rushed, this is something you can go into. But I mean, it's kind of like with a combo with the double combo at 1 and 2. It's kind of like you're kind of forced to hold your book. Yeah, but you know, you can make something of it though, and that's why I like it. So then we have a Shiho bottom deck. I don't run the flower stand in this deck, so that's that effect isn't relevant. We have 1 refresh Tsumugi to have an option. You can run backups. You can run any kind of 2-1 backup you want. You don't have to play this. I'm playing a 2-2 now for a standby option. She's really solid, and she rarely dies unless your opponent like just swings at her. So yeah, like constantly. And then we have probably the best 2-1 assist in this set, debatably. Iori salvages a climax. You can, if you exchange, pay 1 and you exchange 1 from the hand. Really solid. So for level 3s, I'm running 4 Kotoha. If your locals play Kimono, I do not recommend this card at all. You can probably might as well be level experience fodder if you see Kimono or any type of anti-burn. So yeah, she's the payoff win con, immediate win con in this deck, and then and a healer, and then instead of Shiho, with a lot of people run Shiho. She's a really good card, free draw, and backup. I mean, backup proof and all that. I will show another profile with that her in this deck, but I'm gonna actually showcase Julia because I'm running Mizuki and Tsubasa. So yeah, I run this combo for a backup finisher type thing. If you can't somehow use Kotaha, you have this as a saving grace or something. Like, it doesn't come up because you probably would have to stand by this. It feels really kind of bad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah. And then lastly, and then she also gives you a heal and a stock, or pretty much a 3/1 if you can pitch a card, just to heal the stock. And then we have 2 angel items for big swings with you need to generate power with Kaltaha for reversing, so why not use this card? And it's okay level per fodder, so yeah. And then we have standby and boat. It's kind of like a weird combination, but like you probably prefer a door, Z-type break, EQ. That was probably more preferred, but I'll show that later on. So yeah, this is the most basic Million Life profile I can think of. Other than that, I have also tried this with the Dream Traveler Konomi, and that setup with the food flower stands. That's also another basic tech you can use, and then you can try to tech in more different setups when you feel really confident and you want to try things. So yeah, this will be my first of many Million Life stuff, or deck profiles, and see you guys there.